Hello, this is a quick video about Making is Connecting. I'm David Gauntlett. I wrote Making is Connecting thinking that there's three key reasons why Making is Connecting. First of all, creativity involves putting things together, ideas and materials to make something new. Secondly, there's a social dimension. And thirdly, it increases your feeling of embeddedness and participation in the world. The book draws a kind of continuum from offline to online kinds of creativity. This tree represents society. It has to be sustained with nutrients, which in this case are creativity and people being able to participate and create within their lives. The pretty pink bird reminds us that it's not just a nice thing for individuals to be creative. It's absolutely essential for society to flourish that people get the opportunities to make and share things rather than being mere consumers of things. So, of course, people have been creative and making things for many hundreds of years. Ozeka Parker talks about embroidery as a weapon of resistance that women were able to use to carve out their own thinking, time and space within their lives. And you could say blogging, for example, meets all of these criteria, affirming the self as a being with agency, acceptability and potency. There's John Ruskin. Ruskin admired the gargoyles that you can see on medieval cathedrals because within them you could see the individual spirit of a creative maker just making something that they wanted to make. They didn't need to ask for permission. They were just doing what they wanted to do. It's not fine art, but it expresses something, and you could say these same ideas apply to YouTube today. William Morris took up Ruskin's ideas and developed them into a more community kind of model, explaining how people need to make the stuff of their own lives. There's Ivan Illich, who similarly argued that individuals need to be able to shape and create their own environments, to create the tools by which they can stamp elements of their own personality upon the world in which they live. And the social science research on happiness is brought in to show the importance to individuals of control, creativity and relationships. Then all of this is linked to Web 2.0 platforms. You can see my explanation of Web 2.0 in Lego on another video on this channel. And a very striking thing about all of the things that I'm talking about is it's people doing what they want to do. It's people making and sharing stuff because they want to. That's what's most important about all of it. And so whether we're talking about people doing craft or knitting or robotics, making things in Lego, making jewellery for themselves, or in what's a kind of classic example of Making is Connecting, guerrilla gardening, you've got people just taking the initiative to make their environment more beautiful for themselves because they want to. They're not waiting for somebody else to come along and do it. They're just doing something that they want to do for the benefit of the community. This Craftifesto reminds us of some of those values. So looking across all of this, I was able to identify three key reasons why people like to make and share things both online and offline. First of all, making offers pleasure and opportunities for reflection. Secondly, people spend time making things because they want to feel alive in the world. And thirdly, they want to be recognised by other people. That's a very swift summary of something that's explained in much more depth in the book. So many of the examples in this video have been about people making things in the physical world, but hopefully the implications for the media and social media are quite apparent. The point is that it's crucial for people to be able to make and share their own stuff, not just be consumers of media and information and entertainment made by others, but for people to be singing their own songs, making their own videos, doing their own thing. That's vital for society to flourish, for people to be creative participants within their own lives. And so that has strong implications for the future of media and social media, as well as for the social organisation of education, work and other aspects of life. You can read more info and extracts or buy the book at makingisconnecting.org. Thank you for listening.